Good morning. It is Thursday, August 1st. Welcome to Crocker's Crazy Living. If you're new, thank you for joining me this morning. If you've been with me a while, welcome home. Today I am going to do for you Smiley bars. This recipe comes from a husband and wife that live in Arkansas. They're also on YouTube, and they are Whippoorwill Holler, and they're in Arkansas. They're retired people, and they're homesteaders, and they do all kinds of stuff. And so I saw this recipe on her page the other night, and I'm going to change it around just a little bit because she's got ingredients that I don't have. And I just thought, I'm going to change it around. It calls for a stick of butter, some nuts, either peanut butter chips or butterscotch chips, can of sweetened condensed, graham crackers. I'm going to use oats. So you'll see how I'm going to change this up. So in my oven, I have a 9 by 13 inch pan. Dish with 1 stick of butter in it. I melted the butter in the pan. This is an easy recipe. I've never made it before, and I'm changing it. All right, so, and be careful with your hot pan if you're doing this around your children or your grandchildren. Okay, so I got 1 stick of melted butter, and then to that I'm going to add 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs right on top. Hopefully that's enough. Maybe I'll just put a sprinkling more. Okay, this is where she put she used peanut butter chips, but I think the original recipe called for butterscotch. So what I did was I took about almost a cup of peanut butter and I melted it. So I'm going to put melted peanut butter on mine. Just going to pour that over the graham crackers. She did say this was a very rich bar, but she said it's really good if you needed a quick dessert to take to somewhere. Potluck or family get together. All right, I think that's good. Not quite, well, yeah, I'll just dump it on there. Why not? All right, so that was almost a cup of melted peanut butter. All right, then I'm going to do 1 cup, half a cup of chocolate chips. I probably will go a little bit more. I'll use my 3/4 cup measure. Why not? I got these big chunks of chocolate. Try to break them up a little bit. I think my bag got a little warm one day and kind of melted together. All right, so I'm going to sprinkle the chocolate on top of my peanut butter. Should take a knife and do this, but I'm not going to. Maybe just a few more. And then she used a cup of flaked coconut, but my husband don't eat coconut, and I'm not going to do coconut. So I'm going to substitute the coconut for oats. Then she did, pretty sure I had everything out. Oh, okay. She did half a cup of chopped Heath Bar toffee bits. I went to the store and I got 4 candy bars because sometimes my store doesn't carry the bits, and all it is chopped up Heath Bar. So I ended up going to Dollar General around the corner and picking up 4 candy bars. And let me tell you, it might have been cheaper driving all the way to Walmart to pick up a bag of toffee bits. Excuse me, pick up a bag of toffee bits, because 4 candy bars was $5 for like $5.02 or so. I got the hiccups. $5.02 or something like that. $1.35 a candy bar. Our days of 99-cent candy bars are long gone. I could have bought the jumbo bar that they had over on the candy aisle, but I didn't bother to do that. So I'm going to chop these up in my Ninja real quick. My lid's not going on straight. Yeah. That worked out really well. About 6 pulses or so. That. So what I'm going to do next is she used 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to pour that over the oats. I think this is where it gets really, well, that with the peanut butter, where it gets really rich. Between the sweetened condensed and the peanut butter. We'll see how these turn out. So every time I change a recipe, you never know what it's going to do. All right. Going to put sweetened condensed in there. Got it all in. Then I'm going to add the Heath Bar on top of that. Probably end up with more than I need. Maybe I only needed 2 or 3 candy bars. Yeah, I probably only needed 3 candy bars. She used a half a cup. This is more than a half a cup for sure. And then I'm going to put some chopped pecans on top of that. I will put the original recipe in the description box. And I will also put my recipe, what I did to it, in there as well. So you'll have both. Okay, that is it. Now it goes into a 350 oven for, what did she say, 20 to 25 minutes? So, might have been 20 to 30 minutes at 350. So we're going to pop these in there and we'll be back when they're done. Set my timer for 25. We'll start with that. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back. It cooked for 25 minutes. And it's really kind of hard to tell when it's done. But I'm assuming it's done because it's nice and brown around the edges. But I do know she said that you have to let this cool completely. Before you can attempt to cut into this. You have to let it cool completely. So we're going to let it cool, and I'll be back when it's cool enough for me to cut it. Looks delicious. Smells heavenly. So, kind of reminds me of the magic bars we used to make back in the 80s, but the magic bars had a lot more coconut in it, and mine don't have coconut. So we'll see how this turns out. Toasted coconut or toasted pecans are really good. She said you could use walnuts if you wanted. So anyway, I'm kind of anxious to try it, but I gotta wait for it to cool. So we'll be back later on when it cools. Okay, it's been about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. But I really can't wait any longer. And you know how it is when you're trying to cut into hot brownies and you can't get it out of the pan? I have a feeling this is how this is going to be. Our sweetened condensed milk turns caramely. I'm just like eating the stuff off the edge. So I'm going to get a sharp knife and a spatula. Excuse me. Wow. Wow. Excuse me. That little tickle I had in my throat triggered a sneeze. I couldn't even figure out how to turn you off quick enough to even avoid that. All right, so I got me a little spatula. I'm going to get a knife, I think. goodness. And I'm going to cut me a piece of this so we can taste it. And then I won't cut the rest of them until later when they're more cool. All right, let's see. I don't know. First slice is always the hardest to get out of any pan. My spatula is just a little bit on the wide side. My crumbs didn't really, well, because it's still hot. I bet this is going to be better when it's cooled. You could actually pick it up. It is still kind of hot. I'm going to get a fork. We're going to give it a taste. Cool it down. It looks really good. I mean, it would be a lot better if I would wait until it cooled down where you could cut it into bars and you would actually be able to pick it up like you're supposed to and eat it. I can't wait. It's hot. And my nose is running after all that sneezing. Goodness sakes. It's very good. Got sweetened condensed milk. Makes everything chewy. Really chewy. I don't see the oats. Yeah, put in there. It might not hold together because I put oats in it instead of coconut. It is rich though. Oh, there's the oats. I wanted the oats underneath the sweetened condensed milk. I didn't want it to be crumbly on the top. I wanted the oats to be underneath the sweet milk, condensed milk. It's in there. I put 3/4 of a cup. Maybe I should put more oats. I didn't taste them in here, really. It's good. With the peanut butter. And the chocolate chips. You don't even taste the toffee bar. I need a swallow of milk. When Miss Lori was saying But you definitely have to have either a glass of milk or a cup of coffee with this. She's not kidding. It's rich. Something in my cup. Oh. They need a little swallow of milk. It's chewy. It's chocolatey. It's peanut buttery. Got the oats in there. That's pretty good. I wish I could have made it with the coconut. I love coconut. Our family don't like coconut much. My husband doesn't even eat it. I don't know if it would have been different if I had not melted the peanut butter. But I don't know. You don't know unless you try new things. You try something. If you don't like it, you decide, I'm never going to make that one again. Me, I used the peanut butter because I didn't have the butterscotch chips and I didn't want to do the coconut, so I substituted. I think it's very good. It's different, but it's sweet. Ate the whole piece. Must have been good. So there you have it. If you enjoy my page and you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Share me with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section. I will do my best to answer. It turns into caramel, like it's caramely on the edges. Look chewy. It's definitely a keeper. It's different than cookies all the time, a pie. Anyway, until we meet again at Crocker's Crazy Living, have a wonderful day, everybody. I feel like I got it all over my face. Have a wonderful day. Stay healthy and stay safe. Bye. Thanks for watching.